let's be honest, this isn't the crocodile. It's Creator Train 305756 plus. This is for the strongest of children. 59 pieces building toy. It is a Creator Train though from 2020. It's a blue locomotive. I hope that I was gonna say I hope that there's enough pieces to make like a train car if you get multiple copies of the set. I got for $5, $4.99. Don't know where I got it from. Let's read here. We got components made in Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, China, and the Czech Republic. Pretty standard stuff. The train, it is System 05 Triangle PP. Let's get a big round of applause for the 05 Triangle PP. And if you are a child, you will have to buy a ticket to get on this one, but you can get a free ticket to Legoland, and there's the number again. So let's build it up, and now we'll tell you that I like it after that. So let's start out with saying 59 pieces, relatively good size for a train, or for a polybag, I guess. For a train polybag too. We do have a win code here. You could enter this. I do plan on doing that at some point, entering all my codes. Looks like we've got that unfold. This is very large instructions. We go over to 19 steps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We're at 24, and that's all of them. Wow, 24 steps. That's a lot, actually. So let's just start powering through, shall we? Hopefully it'll be good, and everyone will love it. So it's nice that they give us that earth blue, the dark blue color. We got some wheels here. I'm thinking, like I kind of mentioned before, that's so weird actually. Because look at this. There's the toe ball piece, which I haven't seen in a hot minute. Look at that classic piece. So that smaller section should be a bar, so you can grab it with any kind of claw. That's a friction joint, a small friction joint, or a toe ball. And then it's got a technical through it. What a ridiculous piece. And I know those were in production in the 90s, and I think some point in the 80s. Could be wrong. But it's been around for a while, and it's such a good, useful part. But if there's no receptacle, yeah, I'm not seeing any toe hitch receptacles, so it's probably not going to be able to make cars, which is a little bit of a letdown. Maybe we'll get a second one to go along with it, but let's be honest, I don't think we are. Got some pins going on in here. Now, I would say is that's a big letdown to not get a train car to go with it, but really, I think it's kind of appropriate, more so almost, that we don't get a train car, because Lego does have a history of hating making trains. They just do it every once in a while, and then they show up and do it again. And I mean, I'm sure they get a lot of hate, but like, people are like, damn, yes, finally a train! And they get that big train energy. That choo-choo. It's kind of a fun, like, looking face, like, so, okay. I'm going to throw it out here as we are building this. There's a lot of good pieces in here. That good dark blue color, that earth blue. Lots of these little clips and things that are nice to use for building, these bar pieces. Just a lot of fun things. And I love me some polybags. I don't love vehicles all the time, but I don't hate them usually. Really, I'm just happy that I can afford a Lego train. I've got several small trains from polybags and small sets, but the last full-size train that I bought, the only one I bought, was a 9-volt commuter train. And I've several times thought about getting the powered up system, because my track will work with the powered up. Or any of the newer stuff will run on my 9-volt track. So like, I'm not wasting it. I do only have an oval, so it's not like I even have that much to begin with. But then the thing is that I would have to completely revamp my train, my 9-volt train, to run on the new style track, which is doable. Oh, that's a good piece. So I don't know if you've got any of these pieces in your collection. This is the thing that always happens to me. So these pieces are out for a year or two before I start seeing them in polybags, and I don't buy a ton of big fancy sets. And when I do buy the big fancy set, it's because I want the build from it. So these are really cool. It's a 2x2 with a corner missing, but it's a nice slope piece, a little wing piece thing. Gives some nice angles to your design. But I don't have very many of them. So again, good parts pack to get some of those newer, quote unquote. But it's been out, I know, at least since last year, if not more than that. There's really, I mean, I could check, I guess. I was going to say, there's no way to know. There is a way to know, but I would much prefer to never know. It's one of those pieces that you feel like could have been around for decades. Like that piece could have been around in the 90s, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So I'm really liking this red, white, and blue theming. I don't think this is based off any super particular locomotive. If it is, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. As much as I like trains, I do not do well remembering names and styles very well. There's a handful of models that I can be like, oh yeah, that's a, you know, and then I'll be like, that's what it is. So I can tell you that one, but the majority of locomotives and such have escaped my knowledge. But this is a fun American-looking train. I know a lot of people think trains are just a very American thing because of like their association with the Wild West, and I think that's fine. It's wrongish, but it's fine. I mean, trains are all over the world, and like Thomas the Tank Engine's a very famous train, and he's not American, no matter how much we want him to be. Although I have seen him in America. I've seen him on Thomas tour. So this is a fun little assembly. This is one of our multiple steps. Is this whole little thing. We're using a fez piece and the 1x1 round with the little bit of a bar and like the stamp piece and a fez to make this little thing. Also, that's an upright one by one, I don't know what the name of this little bracket piece is, but it's a very small little bracket, which is adds just a little bit of detail, add that second light above it. Beautiful. Look at this. We also got, this is a 3-length bar, right? I'm looking at this. Let's look. This is a 4-length piece. That's a 3-length piece. So that's the shorter version of the lightsaber hilt. The blade. The light sword blade is a 4-length piece. It's the same as a 1x4 or whatever piece, lengthwise. And then we get the 3s. And I like the 3s a lot more. I think they look much more appropriate when you're carrying a stick to have that. Unless you're like a walking stick, don't get me wrong. Could be a nice big strong walking stick. And then it's saying to give us the spoked version, not the studded version. Those are like rivets, and this one's like spokes, so we'll do that because that's what it says to do. Uh-oh. No, okay, never mind. I did put that one on backwards. But I was going to say, I saw this piece, and I was like, there's a radar dish that I didn't put somewhere. But these aren't. These are train wheels, the little minecart wheels, whatever you want to call them. It's obviously a little narrow for a regular Lego train gauge, but it's going to be fun and it's going to roll. Ooh, that's some smooth rolling, actually. And we got a handful of extra parts, so we're up to 60, this is 61, 62, 63, 64 parts. Very cool. Decent value, good parts pack, lots of fun pieces, again, good colors, and it's probably a 7 out of 10 for me. Definitely choo-choos. So yeah, oh, drifting train action, just like the real Polar Express. But yeah, I like that cow catcher design with that like big swooshy brick that is used for car things and like Mighty Micros, I think, right? Car canopies, like I don't even know what the heck it is, but it's a fun piece. The wheels are nice. I like the big wet back wheel, so it's like probably these powered wheels, so a 2.4 or 4.2. I don't know how you count those exactly. Just a a fan, not an enthusiast of trains, unfortunately, but I love me some trains anyways. Yeah, it's really fun. Nice little shaping. It looks very round, looks appropriate. I love the striping. Maybe I'll make my own car for it someday, using those same colors once I have enough of those colors and parts. But anyways, that's the video. I would say buy it. If you see this Creator train, buy it, and then Lego's like, wow, that sold really well. And they'll give us more, hopefully. Automatic video over here. Train is a subscribe button. The extra piece pile combined with the void is a video that I will hand pick for you. And I'm thinking it's going to be something train related if I can find anything in my catalog. I'm thinking real hard. I'm sure there's something, right? Anyways, that's the video. Thanks to all the Ancient fans out there, and